heavy.
There it comes. How much farther we got until we're to your... all right, so we're on the road today, and for once, I'm not driving, so this has been a nice change of pace. I've been sitting bitch the whole day. Devin's driving, and we're also not in a 50-year-old total piece of shit.
We're in luxury here.
We're in a 25-year-old semi piece of shit. So
exactly.
We don't know brand new. I guess this is as new as we get. We're in Devin's 99 or 2000? 98 crew cab, 1 ton. He recently picked up, and he's been fixing up a little bit. I'll show you guys it here in a bit. It's a Goodyear Chevy trucks. I like those a lot too. Of course,
Big block's giving us some fits.
yeah, he's got a few little issues going here. It's a 1 ton, 4-wheel drive, 454, 480. It's really a pretty cool truck, but it's got headers on it, the cold air, and a new motor that he knows is all true and everything, but it's just got little fits, little running and idling issues and whatnot. So but so far it's been pretty good. We've been on the road here since 6 this morning.
Yep.
And it's about 11 now. We're over on the other side of the state, and we're over here to pick up, well, something really cool. And it is a Blazer, and actually I should say Jimmy is what I should say, because it is the 4-headlight variant. Pretty excited about this. Picking it up from none other than Devin's brother, who came across the rig. You guys will meet here on the camera here pretty soon. And we're just about over here. Now we're double dipping though, and it kind of worked out perfectly. We've got Devin's VW on the trailer, and we got some scout parts that Devin's offloading to a guy over here as well too. So we got to play around with VWs.
Double triple
yeah,
dipping.
triple dipping basically.
Yeah.
We got to play around with VWs a little bit. Then we're gonna get to the good stuff. Damn it. We got to play around with this little Nazi car and go drop it off and whatnot. But I'll show you guys the load here in a second when we get out here to grab some more gas and adjust ourselves. But we're almost there. Been on the road all morning. Truck is doing good. Everything's good. Devin's got a brand new car trailer too that we're breaking in for this
first trip.
Yeah, this is exciting.
Loaded anyways.
I'm usually always like, again, I'm driving the old junky truck, thinking about everything, thinking about my rear trailer, my axle bearings, my tires. I know that one's getting a little low on tread, and did I check the air in that one that goes flat? I can't remember if I did or not. Devin's got a brand new trailer here. Devin's driving. He's the one doing the worrying. I'm just sitting hanging out, and we're gonna go get well, a Jimmy here in a little bit that I'm gonna buy from his brother. So
you know, this is very uneventful when it comes to our trips.
it is, yeah, so far. Well,
Yeah,
the day's still young. The day's still young. Got it in the right hands over here, huh? Hey, who the heck is that? What the heck is this all about?
Right.
Ah, what the heck? Jeez, look at the Krill of the Bills car, so it looks like 101 Dalmatians. You gonna get Dalmatian when you finish the car?
I thought about getting a license plate that said cool at.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that'd be good.
It would.
You can have a Dalmatian to ride shotgun with you, though.
There you go.
Just one. Telling your dad, I think your bug's in safe hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll get it figured out.
What is this? Oh, I got one that says a frame doctor.
The older frame doctor one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because he had the yellow plates on there, frame doctor, and then his wife wrecked his car. It was on a Mercedes
Yeah.
SL, and she wrecked it. And then when I got his old plate.
If you're gonna make it that, it's a good spot for it.
So what are we looking at here, Jake? What is this?
I don't know. I'm excited though. It is something.
Look at that sweet bumper.
All of it. Everything's sweet. See, there's a flat tire. That's why I brought wheels and tires.
Yep.
I knew it. That's why I brought them. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah.
Console is in the shop.
Oh,
So
okay.
don't forget it.
Dig it. Rusty old laser. That's what I expected it to be.
They're not tight. We put the door on just to get it out.
Jake, I think you should leave the Lexus
That's
wheels.
what I'm saying.
Oh, Devin.
Ooh, the garter.
I don't know whether to be excited about that or I should be concerned.
Well, don't put your hand anywhere near your face.
you know what? You can keep this. Maybe here's a souvenir. Yeah. Something to remember her by. I already got a goofy cat from your brother. I ain't taking any no more Sprague hand-me-down cats.
Let this cat look you in the face. Its eyes are way too close together.
Yeah, well, the one I got from you is cross-eyed and can't look at you straight. So
Well,
don't be
that's 'cause
making
it's
fun of your
probably
brother's cat. God. So the guy you got it from, he thought he was gonna get it going. He jammed the HEI in it,
Yep.
and that's as far as he got.
Yep. He jammed HI it, changed the oil, and then was like, and had every intent, like, tore everything apart, put it inside, took the door.
Yeah, just
And then
monkeying
was
around with
like, I kind of bit off a little more neck than you.
it. Sure. That's funny. Guys always say they get excited about HEI and disc brake swap and
Just get it running and driving.
yeah, just drive it, man. The points work. They work just fine. The wheel really isn't that bad. I mean, it's got cracks and, some ickies, but the steering wheel, it really, usually you don't even find a steering wheel this nice. Not that it is that nice, but it's above average, sad to say. God, what was going on here? You see all this, Damon? Look at this. There's like big, like dents. What was somebody doing in here?
What if they had a piece of plywood in the back?
No, it's like somebody was like, their kid was in here like. Look at that, Damon. Yeah. Damon, both you guys, look in there. Look at the center by the radio. Someone was chipping away at it with like a chisel and look all the little dents.
Oh yeah.
Like, what were they doing?
Heater controls too.
Somebody was mad at it. They couldn't get the heater controls out, so they started just bopping it with the hammer. Oh, dude. Did you even see those were in there?
Yeah.
Dude, there's gonna be guys who are excited about that. Ooh, boy. Wow. Is there the third or the fourth one?
Oh, are these the factory wheels? Yeah.
They are, yeah. David keeps on trying to give me this cat. I think he's pretty cool. Come here, buddy. Come here. I'm gonna give you pets. He's a nice looking kitty. These are babies. Yeah, these are little babies. You want me to pet your belly? Oh, you don't like that, huh? Okay. Imagine that. Come on, Poopy Kitty. Let's go. Come on. Come on, let's go. Well, there it is in all its glory. A fairly rusty Hugger Orange 1972 Jimmy. Maybe I'm using fairly lightly. It is rather rusty. I called it fairly rusty and I changed it to rather rusty. Rather is more accurate. Well, it ain't gonna roll up on the trailer on these, so which we kind of fully expected for. Brakes roll. But
This spring's gone, but it.
oh, and the door handle. I'm doing this, and Devin is I'm trying to do this, and Devin is restoring the truck part way. He's got the door kind of opening and closing now. It's doing something.
But it's not ideal.
That's okay. It can get better. We just needed it to work. Oh no, I put it on back there on purpose because look at it.
Oh, you're doing that.
I was gonna put in the back, yeah.
Okay.
The burnout side. When I get it running, I'm doing a burnout with it, and then finish that one off. Your brother this morning, he goes, "Oh, you got some old school mags for it." And I was like, "Yeah," but I kind of felt funny because they're like, kind of like 90s old school, so we called them a Chicago Bulls special. Like, Chicago Bulls were at their prime. This is probably like the coolest wheels you could get at Les Schwab. So, but you can't call them old school. They're not like turbines or slots. They're kind of cringy 90.
Yeah, that's right.
But they've got some dish and offset to them, so looks better than Lexus wheels and flat tires.
That's facts.
Devin fixed it just to break it again.
Now I really lost the handle. Hold on, maybe I could just.
Katie's coming to check your work.
Foreman cat.
Yeah.
Foreman cat.
Okay, well, let me know when you're ready to show and tell. Okay. I asked Devin this morning. I said, "Does Damon have any good jacks?" He's, "Oh yeah, yeah." I'm like, "Are you sure?" And he kind of like paused. He's like, "Yeah, no." Well, turns out you have a brand new one.
Yeah.
Looks like someone had the dick cover off.
Yeah.
He was in there, huh?
He was in there.
He was in there.
Yep, and I do believe there's no drums on this thing.
Oh, okay. He was.
Break them off.
Oh, the brakes were stuck. Gotcha. Okay. So they were in there. They did the. Huh.
Could be high enough.
Yeah, I think you're good. Yeah. Interesting. There's some good burnouts, that's for sure. Ain't no brakes back here to even hold it up. Sweet. Oh, is it a posi? They're both spinning forward.
Grab the other side.
There's no driveline in it either. Oh yeah.
Posi.
Woohoo!
It said it on the skid.
It did?
Yeah.
I didn't look at the spid hardly yet. I kind of glanced at it, but there's no. Is there a driveline hanging out somewhere? There's no driveline in it. It's okay if there's not. I think I have a spare one at the house.
There's a bunch of stuff in the
I
back.
think, well, if push comes to shove, you could have the one that came out of my Blazer. 'Cause
Oh, I don't know.
I gotta get it.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna be LS and changing transfer case and yeah, so you'll be longer. Okay, well I'd appreciate that. That'd be awesome. Get it on the road. Fall through there. You're on thin ice, Devin. Watch your footing, man.
The danger zone. What is this? An extra battery tray? No, that's
Jeez,
what is this?
that's some kind of little. Oh no, it goes for the gas tank. It goes right here,
Oh.
and it's exhaust shield for the gas tank, so the exhaust doesn't get the exhaust on. This is almost always gone. Always. But yeah, here it is. That's cool. That's really cool, actually. I've out of Blazers, I mean, I don't know, maybe 1 out of 10 I find has that still on it. When you find them like this.
Yeah.
A lot of times they have dual exhaust put on them and then they get rid of it because it's kind of in the way.
Yeah.
All right, let's put on your cat.
Yeah.
That'll make him way cooler,
It
dude.
says Everett Wash.
Where's that cat at? Come here, kitty. He's gonna come running. Put the bell on him. You gonna steer, Damon?
Yeah, I was gonna make sure.
I think it was. Or, well, it was before.
Well, there's no drive line.
Oh yeah, no drive line. Yeah.
Oh, it's on the jack there, Devin.
Not anymore. She's good. She's good.
I was like, man, that thing's heavy.
Here it comes. Yeah, he's looking good over here. Go your way, if anything, a little bit if you can.
My way?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's gonna be
Just going to squeak by. Woo! I knew it was gonna be close. Dad, what do you think?
It fit.
It fit.
If it fits the ship.
If it fits, it ships. This is nice. Brand new trailer. Brand new truck.
This is a setup here, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I dig this. All I gotta do is sit passenger seat and pitch in for some gas money.
If we just be in a big block.
Yeah, might cost me a little bit to get it home. That's all right. Devin,
We're working so hard. The door that wouldn't open or shut before.
Devin practically restored this thing.
It's still a little funky, but. Hey.
But
Oh, jeez.
here we go, talking you up.
Yeah.
Come on now.
There we go.
What's this? Ooh, opens and closes. No way, man. Hot
That's
diggity
a win
dog.
right there.
Hot diggity dog.
If we don't get to do anything else to this thing, we at least won that.
Yeah.
We're
Not
the shop
complaining.
in the money and title dealings here, and Damon pulled out this, the cherry on top. It's kind of cool. Some old pictures of it. What was he doing? Is he washing it or working on it? Something's going on there.
Wheel swapping or something.
They're doing something. That's cool. It's an old picture.
Unfreeze the brakes.
Unfreeze the brakes or stayed frozen for a while. It's got a handicap placard in the rearview mirror. Looks like a 70s Nova there, like a 76
Yeah,
Nova
like
door.
76
and here's this picture is even cooler. This is like in the snow. They're like messing around with it, driving around. Had the hubcaps on it still, and there's another Nova. It appears like 68, 69, 70 or so Nova across the street. That's a cool picture. That's really cool.
One in the snow,
yeah, that one's really cool. You don't always get these little trucks. It's cool when you get these because it's not something you always get. Those are sweet. We're inside here digging through all Damon's little treasures. He's holding out on us.
Oh, what's this? Oh, those are
Rubber Soul.
Yeah.
That has been well loved. It's been played a couple times, I think.
Yeah, that came with the actual.
Rumors. That's a essential. You can't record player and not have that one. White Album? No, Revolver. Yeah. Abbey Road. Ooh, here's a classic. Bad Company. That's the one with Rock and Roll Fantasy.
These records that lady took Double Fantasy out.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, I was like, man, that's like one of the ones I was looking forward to.
Pat Benatar. Carly Simon.
Yep, there's a lot of them there.
She was popular. Oh yeah, another
Back in the
one.
day.
Yeah.
No, I was more into Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks. Yeah.
She was always hot.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
There's a classic. That's actually my
Billy
favorite.
Joel.
That's my favorite Billy Joel one.
That's one of his very first ones.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's the one that has a big shot. Dean shot. Do what Billy Joel sucks. Oh, there's a good one. Diver Down. Now we're talking. That's a good one. JCDC is it? What's Back in Black? Brand new.
Look at that. AC.
Brand new old stock. Dude. Damon, you want to sell some records?
I got all of these records and the ones over there. Well, besides the ones that like.
Didn't I give you a bunch of
Stranger.
Callahan?
There's a good one.
No, she still got those. And I have these.
Oh.
He has a bunch. Of
Piano Man.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite album.
Ooh, this is a good one. There's a classic. Built for Speed. That's one that has a Rock This Town. Which one's your favorite?
Oh, probably this one.
Oh yeah. You know, out of all the Beatles, I think afterwards he had the most proficient, after, out of all of them, George Harrison by far. I mean, I like Paul McCartney and Wings, but like...
Yeah, I think I think Bob Dylan for that, though, because they started hanging out.
They did? Really? Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
That's, yeah. Bob Marley.
Do you like Genesis? You got a Genesis one here.
Yeah, it's just... That's another little magnet to hold the door.
I know, it's trick, man. So, in a roundabout way, I bought a first-gen Jimmy Blazer here, and it came with Diver Down. So, how fitting is that? Same color and everything.
Well, is it everything you expected it to be?
Oh, and more. It's rustier than I expected it to be, which I don't know why I let my guard down on that. It is a first-generation Blazer. But no,
It was rusty.
it's good. No, I'm happy with it. I'm stoked. They're all rusty, and this one's no different. But yeah, here's a trusty steed. Kind of talked about it in the beginning of the video, and we didn't really get a proper introduction. This is Devin's 98 K30.
K30.
Big boy, big block, lifted. You bought a couple months ago, and they kind of sorting out the kinks and whatnot.
Yeah, it had some big ugly wheels on it.
It did. It did.
Had 20s with big offset on it.
They were hideous. It
Maybe
looked
you could
quite
see
funny.
They cut the fenders for it.
They kind of,
But
made them fit.
yeah. But no,
Nope.
they did good.
That's cool.
No real hiccups.
Brand new trailer.
Yeah, brand new trailer.
I told Devin, I said, "Oh, don't worry, I'll help you break this thing in. I'll be borrowing it and using it." Brand new winch, first pull with the brand new winch.
Yeah.
That was a good one for the first one.
Yeah.
Shit, it's a good one.
Yeah, everything worked out well.
Yeah. Yo, I like it. Damon's giving us the grand tour, showing us all the little treasures here in the neighborhood. So it's a 69 or 70 K20, and I'm gonna say 60. I'll not look on my phone. Look at 69 by the grill. Yeah, factory full drive K20 350 truck. That is cool. A-frame house. What is that behind? Oh, just a big old.
It's a door frame.
I'm looking at it on the camera. It looks like, what is that? Because it's all dark on the camera. I look in person like, oh no, that's something else.
That's interesting that it has two. Oh, does it say four-wheel drive on the front?
It says four-wheel drive, and so that was 68 to 70 was four-wheel drive emblem. You can see right
Somebody tried pulling the front liner out.
there, and then the engine was below the trim level on 69 and 70.
Yeah, somebody.
It's a cool one.
The liner out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What are they doing? Oh, heater core. Heater core is what they're probably doing.
Oh.
Yeah, heater core. Yeah, we can Scooby Doo that one. They pulled the bumper out too.
Yeah.
Cool truck.
Yanking it out of the
It's K20. It's a cool truck. Is it medium bronze? Is it bronze colored?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to tell in this lighting.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, on to the next.
On to the next. We got about 2 more minutes.
2 more minutes. Only 2 more minutes. There's another 4-wheel drive Chevy truck. It's just how it is over here in Washington. Jeez. Yeah. So it's
Oh, there's a 4-wheel drive like 66 over there too.
it's a 6970. It almost it appears by the grill you can barely see. And medium olive, white cab top,
Upper,
custom
lower trim.
deluxe,
Yeah, upper lower trim.
custom deluxe. Grill says 6970, but it might be 7172. 71. It's not a 72 per the mirrors. It's before that. Is it 4-wheel drive?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does have a little hub sticking on the front, doesn't it?
I thought it was a 3/4 ton.
No, it's just a half. It's, it's a 6-lug half ton. What wheels does it have on it? They're like weird. It's throwing me off. Wait a second. No, that's just a driveline hanging down. Yeah, it's 4-wheel drive. It's just hard to tell. I'm looking on the camera. And it's a 4-wheel drive. Cool. Yeah, I dig that. That's a cool truck. Look at that.
It's very sad.
Yeah. Is it black?
No, it's green. It's green.
It's dark
But
olive.
it's got a winch bumper on the front.
What is going on with that truck, man?
It's a nice truck.
The
It's
camera's
cool.
trying to focus. It's pretty far away here.
Yeah, it's sweet. I remember when Damon first showed me to it a couple years ago. I was like, ooh, that's pretty cool. Tow mirrors got the Junior Westerns on.
Yeah. No, it's sweetheart. Looks like 71, 72.
Yep. Yeah.
Look, there's a truck right here. There's an orange. There's 2 of them, dude.
Oh, hey.
Dude, there's an orange Jimmy and a green and white K20. What the hell's going on here? That's wild. Bye, buddy. Be good, kitty. We're up. We made it to town.
The first 30 miles.
First 30 miles of the trip's out of the way. We headed back
by
home.
and check out this Rhino Line 383 Street.
This thing caught Devin's eye on the way in. He's such an OBS guy now. He's thinking about trading the 1-ton straight across for it.
Look at the texture on the paint.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah.
This car lot is interesting though because it's a Pacific Northwest used cars lot. So there's some interesting specimen for sale at this car lot. As you guys can see, there's old trucks, side-by-sides. Not sure if anybody's even here yet. We're here pretty early, 7:30.
Everything's a little frosty.
Used car lot, GMC K20s, kicking around. Oh, he has a wood bed floor. Yeah, it's got the. That's what Dale about has on it. Just about, yeah. This one's the one that really catches your eye if you're driving by. It's all frosty out and kind of hiding here. They all are. They're all looking a little frigid. But oh, he changed the wheels on it. They had different wheels on it before. They had PO ones on it, stock wheels. So it's a factory. Hunter Orange is factory black roof. This was an option in these trucks you could get. Yeah, and it's a clearance flight truck. Just a little half-ton GMC. Sharp looking truck, but it's got a black roof. So it's a two-tone, typically used to seeing is, with white on the roof, or white in the middle, or white down below. But here's one with black, and it's factory. Toolbox bedside. This is a sharp little truck. It is. It really grabs your eye.
With a little love, it could be a nice drive.
Yeah, he's got square bodies. He's got Typhoons.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
Got a Typhoon, a freaking Ranchero, a Ford El Camino, damn it.
And a crew cab Ford.
A square body with one lug nut on it. What else do you need? A 366 C50, some Ford equivalents, Ford crew cab, Ford bump side, dent sides, Fords, lots of Fords. Got a whole string of bump sides, dent sides, and all the good stuff. Ford heaven. A couple more Chevys. Is that a Datsun?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Reggie. He's even got a truck for you. This one's been here a long time too.
This is the one that originally caught my eye. Was this one?
Yeah, this one makes you look too. It does.
This one's been here.
Yeah. More Fords. More bump sides, dent sides. That's the other string of the ones I was looking at over there. Ford Heaven. And little dots and Reggie Mobile. All right, so we want to show you guys that car lot, and we weren't sure if the guy was going to be there or not. It's pretty early in the morning still. It's about 7:30 or so. And so it is a real car lot. Those trucks are for sale. A lot of them have been there a long time. Like, I went there 4 years ago, and all those 67 and 72s were there.
That's their
Yeah.
high price.
They're high price. You know, that Datsun was the only thing on the lot that was probably going to be under $5,000.
And it was still probably double what it was worth.
Yeah, exactly. A non-running Datsun 1600. You know, Datsun guys, chime in the comments and tell me I'm wrong. But he's a very interesting character. He's a used car salesman. He's got a very interesting car lot. There's a lot of stuff there and a lot of old stuff. And
not cool stuff. It's just
it's
never
expensive.
gonna, yeah.
You know, every time I went there, the same trucks have been there, and it's a higher price. I got told next time, and yeah, I mean, there's cool trucks, and he's got them for sale. But I think it's more of a collection thing, and he likes collecting trucks. And having people come talk to him about his trucks he's collecting, because they are not on sale, that's for sure. But hey, more power to the guy. More power to him. So, for example, I was just saying a lot of those trucks have been there a long time, and I mean, they've been there for like years. I first saw that orange with black roof GMC there in 2021, I believe, and I haven't heard it run. I haven't seen it run. Used to sit there kind of flat tires, kind of old cattywampus. Still good looking truck. It's kind of got some dents and some this and that, you know.
It's rust.
It's half ton. Yeah, it's original. It's original paint, original looking. Luckily, original paint or old repaint. Pretty honest truck. It is decent, but she's got some alloys and boo-boos. Half ton 2-wheel drive GMC, long bed.
May or may not run.
I think it doesn't even run. I think it came down to it. I asked the price one time, and it doesn't even run. Maybe it does now. But asked price, and $13,000 was the price on that one, and that was 2021. And I think I went back there and got talking about it again, and the price was 14 or 15. You know, it wasn't like, oh no, well I'll get rid of it now, you know, because it's not selling. No, it was the price keeps going up each year.
And then another example, that Typhoon.
Yeah,
I've been interested in that Typhoon since I seen it 10 years ago almost, and I finally got around to asking the guy because he happened to be there, and it has a blown up engine, and he wants $15,000.
Yeah,
for it.
which those are going for big money
If they run and drive.
if they run and drive. You know, it's just kind of a tough deal, because everything there is kind of in. Some of the older rigs there are kind of in shambles, or not quite functioning, and it's almost asking the functioning turnkey, you know, better shape price. And I get it, it's car lot, he's got to make money, and I'm not one to down talk on anybody about, you know, hey, ask what you want out of it and good luck.
Yeah.
But truth is, they're just not selling because the prices are too high. But the car lot, it catches your eye every time you go by. It's like,
does.
damn,
right at the end of the town.
let's check that out. There's some cool stuff there, and usually always stop and have a good time talking to them. But we're looking for another truck.
Yeah, there's another truck right around here somewhere.
Is this the index one?
No,
Which one?
this is your slot mix one.
Oh no, it's
it's the next town.
this gold. Yeah, it's Gold Bar. We're scoping out trucks on the way home. More trucks. We're looking for more trucks. That's what we need is more trucks. Not a hard thing to do here in Washington. They are everywhere.
Oh, there's another one.
Damon sent us. Oh yeah, there we go. It's K10. Damon gave us some instructions. There's two.
Yeah.
2 for special. 3 for special. What's going on here?
Shit.
Damon was holding out on us. He didn't tell us it was a 3 for. Damon gave us some instructions for our way home to scope out some trucks.
There's a truck back there too.
This is just a typical site in Washington. I like how they're doing it though. They're parting out square bodies and saving the good parts, the 1-ton axles for the 72s. This is a good one. This is a little treasure.
Little primer spots here.
Yeah, she's got a little dent in the fender. It's been sitting there forever.
Mags.
As long as I can remember. It sits right there. Actually, you know, I think she's moved it. This little old lady. Yeah, that's a cool truck.
That is.
A274 winch bumper.
Yep.
That is a Pacific Northwest classic.
Yep. Half ton.
Yeah, half ton. It's K10. Yeah,
That's cool.
medium olive. It's just a good looking truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped on it when me and Dad came over and dropped this log truck off at the engine builder, and she wasn't interested in selling it. Let's put it that way. What do you want? We were in Dad's Husky truck too in the '72.
Oh.
We pulled up an old truck, so it was kind of as good as it could be, you know. And
And she was still kind of put off.
she just like, no, not for sale. Beat it. Okay. Yeah, run a little side quest to see some blazers. So there's a blazer out here.
Yeah. From a good source. He's not been wrong. Yeah.
No, Damon's got us some good leads here.
Yeah.
There's surely some trees and moss and
Where there's trees
mountains.
and moss.
There's got to be a blazer. Yeah. If you live in a state where there's trees, moss, and mountains, there's also going to be K5 blazers. We're in the little bustling town of Index.
Yes. Bustling metropolis.
We've got bridges, underpasses, moss, mountains, and blazers. But supposedly.
We're
Supposedly.
gonna find out.
Man, this looks like there's just gonna be trucks packed in here.
Yeah.
This is a little secret honey hole.
This is once they come in, they don't come out.
Yeah.
Days.
No, for sure. There's a lot of times where you just drive around on Washington roads, all you see is a little glimpse, and that's all you need. You see the color, and you keep going, and then it usually ends up always being a pretty decent truck. That's the pickup.
Oh, there's a
GMC. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's a good one.
Add a spare tire rack on it.
The similarities are so striking to the two trucks too, because both of them have had their driver's doors replaced and repainted and don't quite match. Same tires, same color. That's wicked.
Top on it.
Hickey diff cover.
Oh, the single wall.
Single wall, yeah.
These guys know a lot. Me, I just like it and I bought it. Had a little bit of rust, but not too much. Motor.
Got dealer installed cruise. Well, we're up on top of the pass. There's a big ski hill. Roads have been pretty clear.
Yep.
Got a little snow last night, looks like, but we're just trucking along.
Summit.
At the summit. Stevens Pass. Headed home. Be down in Leavenworth and Wenatchee and back in the Okanagan here soon enough.
Yep. Back home.
All right, so we had one more little detour that we are about to make, that we already made in the video here. Just pick up the kid from daycare. He's in the back seat and drove over everything. We're headed home. We're almost home now. We're in Devinstown, another 15 minutes to mine. And we were coming home and I got a call, and it was about a couple other trucks. Those are for sale. A 67 Chevy pickup, 3/4 ton 2-wheel drive, and a 56 or 7? 56 panel turned unibody pickup, and they're both for sale. Really cool guy. Anyways, we got the call. We gotta check on a trailer, but hey, why not stop, check them out? So that's what we did, and here we are, stopped by there.
The whole rear end is all brand new everything. Back
Yeah, I
there.
seen the pictures.
7,500 in the rear end. And then the front end is all the Corvette stuff. It's polished.
Sure.
So this is a small block automatic.
3-speed.
That's how we're gonna cut it right here. That stuff for Suburban.
Oh, wow, the inner
Goes up
surround.
around.
All right, well, made it back to the shop. Devin let me borrow the old Black Betty, big old war wagon for the night, and just finish the rest of the journey on my own. I'll take him back his spiffy truck and trailer tomorrow. This trailer truck were great on this trip, as I expected them to be. Truck's a tank, 1 ton, big block K30. I do love those OBS trucks. Those are my second favorite. I'm just crazed for 67 to 72. I hate square bodies. I really don't care about 60 to 66 that come before. My favorite generation. But after the squares, these came out. I liked them. They're still an old Chevy truck, but they're a new Chevy truck at the same time. So they got some amenities. They got IFS. They ride nice. They're tough. They look cool. And they're good trucks. They're definitely my second favorite. But I'm dumb. And you always catch me rolling around in one of these. So I should be unloading this, but I'm just gonna do it tomorrow morning. I want to put it around back the shop and stick it in this little cubby. Well, it can sit there for a bit before I can pull over and get to working on it and try to get it running and stuff. So I don't feel like doing it in the dark. There's a few obstacles, and I'll do it tomorrow on slide out. Big thanks to Deven for going with me and helped me bring this thing home, and obviously huge thanks for, well, us using his truck and brand new trailer. Trailer is awesome, towed great. It tows really nice. I like it a lot. You pick this thing up for a good deal, new from the dealer, and yeah, I told him, and I meant it. I'm gonna help you break this thing in, man. Don't you worry. That's what friends are for, right? Borrowing car trailers. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. So I'm excited to check this thing out tomorrow, and I'll show you guys, well, everything I can on it. We'll really comb it over real good after we get off the trailer. Now, inside, I had one more little find or score from the trip I was really excited about. Now, I am a tool. I'm a tool, yeah. Total tool. I am a tool addict, Snap-on tool addict. And Devin's Bug Buddy, his VW guy, had a little, he had a, oh gosh, it was like a big yogurt container full of obviously broken tools and whatnot. And this old Snap-on ratchet in there, and I'm guessing, oh boy, probably late 60s, early 70s maybe, half-inch. SL 710, it's broken, the selector's broken, this is all frozen up, but I bought it from him for a song and a dance. He was happy to give it to me. I was like, no, I'm gonna give you some money for it, because I just like these. I like vintage tools. I love Snap-on tools, and yeah, I called up my Snap-on guy and told him to order me a kit, and he's got one coming. So it's another functioning ratchet here. I think it's a good one for the road box. It's classic. It's just like these trucks. It's probably 1972, honestly. It's probably 1972 half-inch Snap-on ratchet, and it belongs in the glove box of a 1972 Chevy for the ever so rare roadside repairs with one of these fantastic trucks. I'm a nerd. I nerd out over a couple things. I nerd out, honestly. I don't know what the camera's kind of being funny. It's kind of being all glary. Oh, geez, I made it worse. I nerd out, obviously, over these trucks. I nerd out over tools, and I nerd out over music. So I was all stoked when Damon had Stash Records there and was happy to just pass some on to me. So Diver Down, Back in Black, my favorite Billy Joel album, and, well, Supertramp. Gotta love it. All right, I kind of finally got all my chores done for the day. I took Deven his truck back after washing it up, getting it cleaned up a little bit. Went and got my flatbed, had to run around. I went and saw Chelsea at work, and well, pretty soon the whole day just rolls right by. The sun's going down on us, but let's finally get a look, or better look per se, at this 72 Jimmy. We kind of, like again, just kind of ran over it real quick at Damon's and made the deal, swapped some wheels and tires over, loaded it up, and started drinking some beers, and well, went to bed. So, go over the obvious. It's orange, factory black top truck, worn classic front winch bumper, A274 up front. Looks like it's kind of, well, I don't know, the cable's kind of hanging out, the wires are kind of dangling all over the place. But it's been on there a long time. Funny part, we kind of went over it there. In a sense, it's welded on. It has little caps. Looks like these are just like pipe end caps that they just put up against here and welded them on to cover up that bolt head so someone couldn't easily, I guess, steal our A274. Who knows, maybe this thing lived its whole life in Tacoma or something like that, where they were worried about such happening. I would assume I could get it working without too much effort. Let's pop the hood. As you guys saw, rusty cow. It's a rusty truck. Theirs is rusty, they just always are. But this one's, well, this one's no different. We got some rust starting on the edge of the hood. Typical. Not surprising. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I don't know why. I'm just so used to buying rusty Blazers. I gotta tell you, every one of them's been rusty, except for just a couple few. But none of them's had a bad there. But I fixed one that was that bad there for a customer, and it's all the same. It's like a big rocker panel. You take it off and fix it up all in the same manner. I doubt I'll be doing this on this truck, as I'll go over the plan here in a little bit and tell you guys my plan diggity for it. So Damon got this from a coworker who was playing around with it, and as we can see, obviously he put HEI in it, and covered up some things and played around some things and took some things out here. We've got things kind of taken apart, but I don't even know if the thing turns over yet. I just kind of, well, I should say I assumed it did, or I hoped it did. So I got a ratchet here, so let's see if the thing turns over. That would be nice. Oh no, you know what, I'm gonna say it does, because he's got it lined up at 0, so likely top dead center. That's where he replaced the distributor, so I'm sure I'll grab this and bolt and turn it over, and oh yeah, she's ready to rock. She'll run. If a Chevy small block turns over, it will run. It is going to run. It may not run well, could have an issue with it, but mark my words, this motor will run. Cool. Okay. I haven't looked at the spid in this thing. That's what's funny, is I'm Mr. Spid nerd and whatnot, and this was just such a kind of go deal, and I was just happy with it. I wasn't dwelling on anything. I didn't have to check anything out. I just happy to make the deal, and we'll check it out when we get home. And that glove box's door is open, and I have not really looked at the spid even yet, so we're gonna go over that here in a bit. As you guys can see, it's old and it's faded, but wood grain. This is a custom trim level Jimmy, which was equivalent to a, it's missing a badge here. This door has been replaced and is, well, in poor shape, kind of like the rest of it. But it's missing the badge. It's a custom right here. I think the other side has it on there. Let's hop in here. So that came with carpeting, sport buckets with the, at least this don't have scroll. That could have been replaced. Yeah, back seat's got scroll. This has been replaced. This seat is not original to the truck. That's got scroll, and what's that seat? Oh, that's kind of funny. Check it out. Yeah, see, so see the scrolling in the seat there? That's a factory, essentially CST style seat cover. You can see the back has it there too. So that was part of the trim package. The lesser trim level, the base, or a base with other options and whatnot, would have this style with just the kind of little designs and little straight lines. So what I'm guessing is, let's see, this is the driver's seat. The original driver's seat probably got all torn up, messed up, and, you know, wore out really fast. They just went to the junkyard many years ago, put this seat in it rather than having it replaced, and ran around. And of course, this one got torn up again. So not the original seat to the truck, same exact style, sport bucket. Just this is the base model cover, as opposed to the scroll as you see in the back seat and the passenger seat there that they still have on them. But nevertheless, CST or custom GMC trim level came with the wood grain door panel inserts. So they are the non-base door panels, and then again, additional wood grain, same as a Cheyenne or Cheyenne Super pickup would have, but it gets a little confusing. Blazers still CSTs and 69 to 72, and so yeah, wood grain came with the CST Blazer, and wood grain side trim I was showing there, and wood grain tailgate banner back there. So carpet, the scroll pattern center console was part of the CST, and the door panel inserts, chrome work. It had the chrome transfer case stick, as we see there. Chrome front and rear bumpers were part of that. Rear seat was a standalone option on its own. The top was its own option. CST was just a trim level. They got you some exterior and some interior upgrades. Kind of classed up the truck. Side trims, better door panels. Oh, yeah, check these out before we forget. I am not the hubcap guy, but it is cool. This truck came with, well, most of them, 3 out of the 4. They are beat up, but yeah, these are the originals. Front cutouts. Pretty cool. Let's get a peek at that spid. This door over here, it does not open from the outside. I might be able to get it open from in here. No, it's stuck. It's stuck. Yeah, okay. Well, that's one of the first things on the to-do list is get that door opening. VIN number, TKE. So T is GMC, K is of course 4-wheel drive, and E is a factory V8. We'll see a 1.8 following that, well, excuse me, 1.82, then F for Flint, which was Flint, Michigan. Blazers were only made at a few plants, and Flint, Michigan was one of them. So this is a Flint, Michigan truck. We'll see here, it was a 350. So I'm assuming that is original 350 in there still. We'll get that Suffix code book out like I was saying and double check here in a bit. I want to run over all this stuff while there's still daylight out. Chrome hubcaps, as we see, which are sitting right here behind me all beat up and mostly here, just one missing. AM push button radio, it's gone. It has some aftermarket unit put in place, but nicely appears the dash is uncut. So, removable top, black, we see there. That is kind of uncommon, and this one's still wearing it. It's in pretty good shape, actually. It's in better shape than the rest of the truck, honestly. Red orange, so 524. In 1972, they started calling, well, they changed the name of the color to being listed as red orange. If this was a 71 Blazer, same as that color code we see in the middle there, or excuse me, off the side, of 524, it is Hugger orange. GM is known to do this. They changed the name of their colors just as when the color came out. You know, on 69 Camaro, it was Hugger orange, but on 69 GTO, it was Carousel red, right? So, same color. They're just playing around with the names a little bit. These trucks, from 71 and back, were listed as Hugger orange on the SPID. And in 72, last year, the body style, they started calling it red orange, but it is indeed Hugger. Same exact paint code, same color. You gotta love it. It's red, it's orange, it's both of them. That's the best name for it. You can call it Carousel red, you can call it Hugger, call all these different things, but the truth is, the best actual name, even though it's not cool for the color, is red orange. Removable top, black bucket vinyl we see over there, so that means there's black interior. And of course, came with the bucket seats as per the CST. And we'll see their Cheyenne equipment. That is, again, this is kind of funny because these were handwritten typewriter format, and you know, so someone was typing these out, so they put whatever they want to put. And the truth of it was, Z84 on the pickup trucks was Cheyenne equipment in 1971, 1972. Previously, in 1970, same exact option code, it was, of course, custom sport truck, CST. And, well, this Blazer is technically a custom sport truck, CST. Same option code, Z84, but here they are typing Cheyenne equipment as for that's what they would type out if it was a truck. It's a little confusing. I've gone over before, kind of more detail, and kind of shown it side by side on multiple glove box stores and other SPID episodes, but yes, your Blazer's not a Cheyenne, it's a CST. The person just wrote Cheyenne as for, well, it is the same thing. It's a little confusing, but it's not. Oh boy, okay, sweet. That's the first thing I got all jonesing about here. Check that out. Rear axle, 373. All right, we're gonna get into why I'm excited about that. But first off, I gotta say, so that's optional equipment. And these year half-ton 4x4s, pickups and Blazers, Suburbans as well, with a 350 cubic inch engine, as this came with. The trucks were standard with, as four-wheel drives, with a 308 rear gear. The transmission did not matter. It didn't matter if it was a 4-speed. It didn't matter if it was 3 in a tree. It didn't matter if it was automatic. If it had a 350 in it, the damn thing had 308 gears, period. Unless, of course, it was opted for 373s, which was just a $12 option. It made all the difference, especially to a guy here 50 years later trying to put bigger tires on this old little truck. So, with the little wheelbarrow tires, you know, 308s are just fine. If you start putting some 33s, 35s, or 37s on a truck with 308s, not a good time. So, this truck, because it was opted with 373s, pretty good jumping ratio there, 308 versus 373. This truck right here is ready for big tires right now. And I gotta say, it's gonna get some. I'm stoked to just find that. I just figured out about this truck. This is my first time looking at this with you guys. I'm stoked about that. Hell yeah. Cool. Rear seat. So, of course, as I said earlier, the rear seat is optional. It's not part of the CST. You had to pay for it. The tops weren't standard. The rear seats weren't standard. Those were all something a guy had to pay for, and we see them here on this truck. Now, also, before I forget to mention it, check it out. Order number here down in the bottom corner. That means this truck was special ordered brand new. That's what that means. If your truck, you go out there and check out your SPID, and it has this down there, that means somebody went down to the dealership and checked the boxes and had this truck made just for them. This wasn't out there on the lot, and it wasn't just sitting there, you know, something they bought or whatever. Somebody picked out this truck, so that's pretty cool. It's more common than not. I mean, actually, it's more common than not. More common than one would think. A lot of trucks special ordered because it was easy to do and it was fun to do and it's what you did back in the day. But yeah, I would say maybe 20 or 30% of the trucks were special ordered new, and this is one of them. So yeah, I mean, Hugger orange, 373, 350 automatic, 72 Jimmy power steering, of course. Yeah, had one up from one or two up from base, optional wheels and tires. Oh yeah, one more worth mentioning there. Skid plate. So that means this thing has a transfer case skid plate, and as you guys might have seen there in all those parts we were kind of carrying around, it has a gas tank skid plate as well. So that's kind of cool, and they're both here. I'll show you guys the gas tank skid plate. And eventually it's kind of a big, huge piece, and it worked, but it had a downside to them. And I'll show you guys as to why. Yeah. Oh, one more too. First one, tinted glass. So that's kind of cool. It's a green tint truck. Can't really see everything so dirty, but that was a option that came paired with AC. If you got AC, you automatically got tinted glass. It was just part of it. You got the soft ray green glass if you got the AC, 4-season air conditioning. But this truck here, someone just wanted tinted glass in it, and because he special ordered it, he got it. Oh yeah, you see there's the glove box emblem. It was part of the package, essentially equivalent to a CST Chevy, but on GMC's it was called a custom. I got heater controls to fix. I got radios to tear out and get out of there and make look better. I've got shifters to free up. This thing is all sticky, as they always are. Wheels in pretty good shape. I was sitting up there at Damon's. I've got lots of things to clean up in here. Windshield frame looks okay. It's kind of dark in here. It's getting dark outside. I think it's a little crusty though if you start poking at it. Expected. Again, top's in pretty damn good shape. I'm stoked about this top. I'm stoked about that spid too. It's a cool spid. Nothing really crazy. Not a super high option truck, but not not low option. It's a trim up. And then I should say this too on record: Blazers and Jimmys. There's more CST and custom, of course, Jimmys than there are base models. The people who had the money to buy a Blazer, they spent the money and got the trim up. It wasn't that expensive. I believe it was, I'll go and write it down in there, but it wasn't that expensive of an option. And, people already had the money to buy this, which was in some ways a practical vehicle, but also was not. It was kind of a toy. You couldn't throw a bunch of lumber in the back of this thing the same way you could a pickup. So these were kind of more of a toy, but people bought them. People who bought them had money, and it seems as a lot of them got optioned up. So there are more upper trim level Blazers and Jimmys versus base model trucks, which is not the case with pickups. So a CST Blazer or Jimmy is not an uncommon thing. It's more common than a plain Jane white bumper truck is, or white bumper, excuse me, Blazer, of course, is. Door bottoms are rusty, quarters are rusty in the bottom corners, quarters are rusty in the back here. The gas tank is out of it. There's a new one in the back of the truck. The exhaust is rusty. It's kind of fallen off of it. It's stock height, just a 2-leaf in the front, and stock base. It's just a 2-leaf in the front and base leaf pack in the back. The suspension wasn't beefed up. This is the only broken glass on it, is this. The front windshield's good. Both sides are good too. Kind of get a little peek back here. Very much a show. Just a few rusty parts and whatnot. Hatch is cracked as well too. It's a very common thing, but it's easily repaired. It's not really in terrible condition besides all that. Single wall tops. This is the secondary. Excuse me. This is the revision per se versus the first initial one, and the initial ones were double walls and these are single walls. Everyone's like, oh well, double's better than single. It's not. They're two little thin walls that kind of fell apart and didn't have as good of a structure per se as these single walls. This is a thicker, harder, basically cast, or molded piece. And they're just better. So single walls are better. You can swap them around. You can put a single wall on a double wall truck. These holes are in different spots and attachments a little bit different. These ones have bolts go down in to nut struts in the top of the bed sides, while double walls, the bolts come from in and they go into the top. That was another fault of the double wall, was it was kind of a poor attachment system. This was better. These have these long washer plates, I kind of call them, and of course shiny little bolts that attach. Trouble was, another thing, of course, failed to mention, one of the things that came with the CST and custom level Jimmys are these here, these interior side panels. They have these, there's a lot of bedside back there. So they have this little A-frame brackets that step it off the bedside and give it a place to attach to. And they're kind of cool. Just kind of gives the interior a complete look. These are all kind of falling apart and look real ratty, but when they're fresh, they look sweet. But of course, then if it was an earlier truck, 71 and back, 71 is when the single wall started coming out. And you'll catch maybe a few 72s with double walls. You may catch a few 71s with single walls, but by 72, pretty much all of them had a single wall top. So you go 71 and back with double wall, it's kind of a pain in the butt to take the top off. You got to take these out of the way or off, and then get to the bolt that's in here. And so that was one of the reasons why they changed the attachment, was so that it wasn't such a process to get the tops off. This has some kind of a aftermarket. This isn't factory. It's some kind of, I don't know if it's a light. I don't know if that's what it is. Yeah, I bet it's a light. I thought maybe it's an alarm, but I bet you it actually is a light. It's where they wired it into the switch so that when they open the back hatch,
this light would come on. Here is that rear gas tank skid plate. We see our new gas tank there. It came with the truck. The guy bought for it, so that's good. I can get it running off that. This goes underneath the tank. As we see here, it's pretty rusty. It's kind of got a bunch of craters and rust on that. Well, what happens with these is they certainly protect the gas tank in the truck's early stages of life. Then as the truck gets older, I mean way older, like now 50 years old, they are a problem because they collect dirt and rocks. If they actually, you know, these trucks saw any bit of an off-road lifestyle, they easily, this has got a big gap, you know, a huge gap right here between it and the tank, and they fill with dirt and rocks and all sorts of other any kind of sediment or junk debris. And at first, not that big of a deal, but then as it keeps filling up, there's no way for it to get out. There's a little, you know, drain hole here and kind of a thing there, but it easily gets caught between the tank. And what happens is it then begins to actually be abrasive to the tank, and it'll actually wear a hole in the tank. And well, of course, cause rust too. We see how rusty this is. Well, that means the tank that was sitting right on top of that, because it really is right there, with little gaps in between here and there, it's going to rust too. So the tank will either rust out, along with the skid plate here, as we see it's pretty crusty, or it will wear a hole in the gas tank. So at first, in the first stages of life, they protected the tank, but then, well, a lot of times they killed the tank. And I believe this one was no different. A lot of times you'll see trucks that say skid plate, because it was this and a transfer skid plate, I'll show here in a second, per the SPID option, Blazer only option, or Blazer and Jamie I should say. And a lot of times this one will be gone. As for it ruined the tank, you know, in the 90s, and they took it off and didn't put it back on, or they're a pain in the ass, they're heavy, you know, and working on tanks on Blazers sucks. It's not fun, and this is another little task if it's in the way of it. And also, you can do it, but when these are in place, it really kind of even more so lessens your exhaust options and clearance. You can run dual exhaust one of these, but it starts to get kind of tight. So if you're going to put one of these on your truck, you have to put this on before you run your exhaust, because it's guaranteed. Take it to the exhaust shop. I've done this before. This is what I'm telling you guys. Take it to the exhaust shop. You have your exhaust ran. Oh, I'm going to put that fuel tank blade on there. Well, the exact nice real estate where the guy ran his exhaust at is right where this thing's at too. So if you're wanting to put one of these on your truck, if your truck had one, you got to put it on before the exhaust. So we'll see if I end up putting it back on. I think I kind of will. It's kind of cool it was there. I like putting things back where they belong. There's carpet leveling mats. I'm not going to dig out, but you can kind of see there. Those are part of the CST package because they came with carpet front and back, and the leveling mats are part of that. It makes it so it goes on first, and it gives us more of a level, because it has the ribs same as a truck. The bed floors are very similar to a truck, but yet again different underneath. But this, you know, kind of how they appear from up here, they're similar, have the same similar ribs. Those leveling mats go in place before the carpet and make this kind of sit more flat, because it has rubber here, more rubber here, less rubber there, and kind of makes it a uniform thing. So rare piece. I'm not sure if they're still making those yet. No, I think Motor City K5 is making those. Okay, good. There's my fan shroud. I'm kind of making note of all this here. Taking it all in. The passenger seat has the brackets on it, which is good because it's not in place, and sometimes those go missing. So they're there. There's our passenger door panel. I think it's just kind of interior stuff, and this air cleaner and fan and shroud, which is good because that was all the stuff that was missing. I think it's all here. Got a bit of a dent in this door here. Oh, there's our custom emblem I kept talking about. So that's what the other one should have. This was to denote the trim level of the GMC Jimmy. So base model would have that and no emblem here. Not wood grain trim. You would either have no trim or black optional trim. But yeah, it's a Jimmy. That's what it is. It's a rusty little Jimmy. I'm really excited about it. It's a little turd, but it's kind of be expected. It's sat in the wet side of the state its whole life, and it wasn't really ever cared for. It appears to be outside and appeared to be used. And the plan: get this thing running. I want to get it tuned up. I want to do the brakes. I want to do, you know, the transmission service, everything. Go through everything. Stoked to find it has 373 gears. That makes me happy. And posi rear, which said there on the SPID too, I didn't go over, but I kind of already knew it had because we were turning, you know, both the axles back there, and it was acting like a posi, which it is. And so, yeah, 373 posi truck, badass. So we're gonna get this thing jacked up. It's gonna get a lift kit. I've got a 6-inch for this thing. It's gonna get it. Got a 4-inch too, but I mean 6 is better than 4. Get some even cooler, truly old school wheels on it. Some big old chunky 35s. But that's not first. That's the cool part. That's gonna be the fun part of this project after getting it running, which will be kind of fun, kind of sucky. And who knows what wrench might be thrown in the plans of
what's going on here. It might need a transmission. Why, maybe it's parked because it needs a transmission. I mean, why did it get parked, right? Who knows? I've got a spare turbo 350 4-wheel drive transmission, so not too worried about that. Maybe this motor's got something bad with it. It spins over, but what if it's got a dead hole? Well, I've got another small block for it. We are getting this thing going, period. It's either going to be pretty easy, it's going to be moderately easy, or it's going to be a lot of work. And either which way we're doing it, we're going to get it done. So that's the plan. Get it running. Get it spit shined up. Get it cleaned up. Get the interior back in place. Put the seats back where they go. Bolt them back down. I've got some better carpet to go in it for the time being. I'm not fixing the rust. I'm not doing that to it. It's time consuming. I've got several other rusty blazers ahead of it need to be fixed. One of my own, one of my wife's, and this one's not going to see it. It's a lot of work. I like doing it, but the truth is I don't have the time. I'm very busy in the shop, and I don't have a month of time set aside to rust repair this blazer and really go through it. It's going to need quarter sections. It's going to need the cowl. It's going to need the firewall. It's going to need a lot. Well, when it comes down to it with the shop, it's going to take at least a month because that's how it goes. You got other things going on, and it's going to take time. I don't have the month to throw at it. I'm not going to do that. It's going to be the next guy's project. Maybe I say it now. Maybe I do end up doing it for some reason of, I don't know. Not planning on fixing the rust. That's going to stay how it is. We're going to do the mechanicals. We're going to get mechanically solid. We're going to get it spit shined. We're going to get it cleaned up. We're going to get it lifted up. We're going to make it a cooler running and driving rusty blazer. Kind of like, well, that one right there. That's the OG. That's the number one. That's my first truck. That was the first one I ever got. And here it sits in front of us. Kind of the end goal for this little orange Jimmy. I want to get it jacked up, spit shined up, get the hugger orange shining up, and get it running, driving, good, make it sound good, put a good exhaust on it, get the mechanicals dialed, make it so it's hop in, turnkey, go, anybody can drive it. Get on some big chunky 35s, probably put some slot mags on it, make it look cool. It already does look cool, but make it look cooler and make it just a decent little driver for somebody to hop in and enjoy, and to drive as is or take to the next level. So the goal for that right there is to make it look like this right here. And I know this looks a little nicer, but I'm telling you guys it's not. It's way rusty on her side. She's got her rust here, she's got her rust there, as they all do, and this one's no different. It's getting pretty dark out here, but as you guys can still see, she's crusty, just like the Jimmy over there, and even rustier on the other side. But I've had this truck for 10 and a half, 11 years now, and this was the one that started it all. I was just a kid. I was 18 years old. I bought this truck and put a transmission in it and got it going. And I mean, this really was a truck that taught me how to turn a wrench. It was this truck right here. They're a kick-ass summertime vehicle. They're fun. They're four-wheel drive. You go off on the trails and go have some fun with them. They're Chevy trucks. They're tough. I got a big old hitch in this thing. I can tow with it. It's a convertible. The top comes off in the summertime. Yeah, they're just kind of the best all-rounder. They're just really fun trucks, and I've had a blast in this thing. I've put I don't know, the odometer's off. I've put I think about 75,000 miles on this thing. I was looking the other day, looking it up, and with the odometer read when I first got it versus now, and it's about 75,000 miles, I'd say. Just a 350 turbo 350. We'll see if it starts up here. That was my chores. I said chores, but the truth of it was I was just digging this thing out all day at my parents' house, and it's been sitting over there. I had to move this year, and this thing, I didn't have all the room here at the shop and where I'm living at, and I took it out to mom and dad. It's been sitting out there for the last 6 months, and I had to put some fresh gas in it. The gas I didn't get in it was going bad, and ran some sea foam and some gas, antifreeze, water line remover, and low on fluids, low on tranny fluid, as this thing always is. Put a couple quarts of that in it, put a quart of oil in it, and got her to bark off, and drove her to town, and here she is. She's just always ready. In fact, I think I'm gonna take on a road trip tomorrow with the wife. We did our honeymoon in this truck, and it feels like I hardly ever get it out anymore, and it's been kind of sitting here waiting work. I want to do the rust and fix it up. I need to reseal the transfer case, and I like to put another transmission in it. I like to go through the motor and do things. I like to do a lot, but it's easy to want to do stuff. It's hard to get it done. Everything I said there costs money and time, and a guy just isn't made of those things. I was just a kid. Thought it was cool. Gold Morosos,
T-bar valve cover tie downs and big old K&N filter and big mud tires and slot mag lift kit. And I guess I'm still a kid because I still think all those things are pretty cool. But that's the OG. This was the truck that well started it all, and this is the reason for Gold City Trucks being a thing, is this one right here. So here we are, over 100 trucks later, 10 years of madness of playing these trucks, and well, this is like getting back to the roots. I was an 18-year-old kid with this sitting in front of me that was that truck, and yeah, that summer I turned this into that, and that's what we're gonna do again. So all right, we're getting to the end of the video here. Let's check that suffix. I'm 99% positive it's original motor, as it appears to be. All right, check it out. It's really getting dark on us out here now. You can see there, TDR. Zoom in on it there. TDR, last three of the suffix. And we'll see right there in the book, TDR. Got this kind of opened up. Trying to show you guys. TDR was correct for 71 and 72 truck 350s in a K series, half ton or 3/4 ton. So it is the original engine. I gotta get a window in the shop. I gotta get some other customer stuff done first, but surely soon enough we're gonna get this thing indoors and get her making some noise again, and yeah, get it to well being a freaking badass Jimmy again, ready to go hit the trails and look badass and tearing up town and having fun. So that's the goal for this one, and I'm telling you guys, we'll be busy on making that happen soon. Like I was saying, I want to get this thing out, run some gas through it, and take on a little road trip tomorrow, but I also want to get out because I'm doing the 10 years of doing these trucks video, and I could not make that video without this truck. It's had like 7 transmissions put in it. It's got a 6-inch Tough Country Easy Ride that I've stunt and jumped and sacked out, and it's got a ton of miles and wear on it. It's got a 1-inch zero rate now in the front, just at level with the back. It was so sacked out. Used and abused. Front diffs are gone through. It's got new ball joints and it's all tightened up, and like I say, had that 411 re-gear done to it. Front and rear trusses. It's got a big old monster one on the back I got from Tony Hayes. He gave me it. It's pretty darn cool. Big old giant skid plate truss. A better view of it back here. I think it's kind of dirty. It was a truck that really got me personally owning and really into these, and yeah, I mean, it's kind of the truck I was known by for a lot of years, and this is just kind of my big old yellow rusty crusty jacked up Blazer. And surely Instagram's seen thousands of photos of this truck and me posting the last 10 years, but not so much anymore. She's kind of hides out. She's kind of waiting some work, and I've got her trucks. I'm trying to I got too many trucks, truly, what the truth of it is. Too many rusty old Chevys, but YouTube has hardly seen this truck at all, and so we're gonna get some more content rolling with this truck. It's gonna be in the 10 years of doing these trucks video. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to dig it out and run some gas through it, and get it over here to the shop so I can get some videos and some stuff going on it. Maybe do a little more work to it. We'll see. We've got other things to. Oh, oops, lost the flashlight there. But yeah, that's the OG. That's my rusty old 72 Blazer. But yeah, so here's my new rusty old 72 Jimmy, and we're gonna save it. We're gonna bring it back to life. So yeah, guys, that concludes the video here. Gotta say thanks for following along. Like, comment, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video. I appreciate the support, guys, and as always, more 67 and 72 content soon. And on that note, more Blazer and Jimmy content soon. They're just the coolest. All right, guys, thanks for watching.